see you again. The factory sent over the parts that were looking good on the rig. They're being fitted as we speak. Have a look at the report.
What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here. Welcome back to my F1 2016 career mode. This is the Belgian Grand Prix. We're in the final stretch of my final season on F1 2016. Things are getting so exciting. We're nearly fully upgrading the car. We fully upgraded the engine power, which actually takes us off the bottom of the performance comparison. It's a brilliant feeling, it really is. It's been a hard struggle with this Sauber team. We were so far off the rest of the field, but there we go. Yeah, we've jumped over the Haas team, not far behind McLaren. I'm not really sure if Red Bull have maxed out there because there's only 3 upgrades to go. And the fuel efficiency ones don't improve the performance that much, really. So I've got a feeling Red Bull might be fully upgraded. So we're not far off. The field is so close. And that's resulted in such an exciting season. The standings are so close. A number of drivers could win the title, including ourselves in the Sauber, which is absolutely fantastic. 2 victories, 3 podiums this season. We're looking to get some consistent finishes. And then we move into qualifying. And this was a strange qualifying session. Usually I'm not so good in qualifying and strong in the race. But around Spa, it seems to be the opposite. I'm very good in qualifying and race pace, not so good. But into Q1 here, and it felt like a really strong lap. The car was performing very well indeed. Of course, it got fantastic straight line speed. Put us up to P2 initially, 2/10 off first place. And look at that. We've got 3 through in P3. Valtteri Bottas is first. Shows the Williams performing very well. And the Manners as well. So teams like Sauber, Manor, Williams performing very well with some drivers. Because of such great straight line speed. There were no shocks in Q1 really. The Ferrari so close to getting knocked out. Into Q2 now, but it's a totally different scenario. First half of the lap we were very strong. But it's been drizzling in the second half of the lap. And we're coming to the end. The bus stop chicane. Can we slow the car down? It's not great. There is no grip on this track anymore. We might be getting knocked out in Q2 because of the weather. It's so unfortunate, and I think we are going to get knocked out. That's going to be our last chance because the rain's only going to get heavier. 3 seconds off P13 at the moment, and we got demoted even further down to P15, and I'm devastated. I think we could have got like top 6, top 7 there, so that's unfortunate. So we're going to be starting in P15. Kvyat did a lap on the Inters, 14 seconds off the pace, so that's not a great effort. But building up to the Belgian Grand Prix here, dry, but we know the weather can change at the flip of a hat. That's not actually a saying, is it? I don't know why I've said that, but this should be an exciting one. It usually is on this game, and obviously in real life. And I feel like we've got the performance to be challenging quite high up the order. Hopefully our race pace is matching our qualifying pace, because that means we're going to have a great shot against some points. And we haven't been the best recently in terms of scoring points. You can see the driver standings very close between the top 3, but I think there's 5 drivers separated by about 10 points, and we're not that far off either, so we could make a late boost to fight for the championship, especially with Spa and Monza coming up. 2 strong tracks for me. Nico Rosberg takes pole position here for the Mercedes team, and let's see in a second with Crofty the rest of the grid for the Belgian Grand Prix.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Nico Rosberg will start his silver arrow from pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Kimi Raikkonen and Massa, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Perez and Kevin Magnussen, Sainz, Wehrlein, Jolyon Palmer and Bottas, Sauber, Kvyat, Fernando Alonso and Rio Haryanto, Button and Gutierrez, Romain Grosjean and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid.
Grid sorted, over to the strategy, and I always think about 1 stop here because AI do that quite well and have done in past seasons, but I thought 2 stop seems to be the way to go. Start on soft, go on soft again and finish on the super soft, but 1 stop was always in the back of my mind. No chance of rain, which is brilliant, so we're going to have a fully dry race. Let's see what this car is like. 5 lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. It's going to be a very tight turn 1 here. Palmer hasn't got a great start. Sainz got an even worse start. We're going to go nearly 4 wide into turn 1. We can't break too late. Magnussen's there. Palmer's up the inside as well. The 2 Renaults have made a little bit of contact there, and Palmer's moved across. We've made contact, so we're slipping and sliding on the AstroTurf on the outside. We nearly got taken out by Palmer once again. That was a great save there, and lucky I don't think we got any damage there. Through Eau Rouge for the first time, and let's unleash this straight line speed. Let's see what we can do. Flying up the Kemmel Straight. This is where we were always going to make up positions. Palmer Can we get Wehrlein? The man has got great straight line speed as well. Up the inside, and we've done it. Up to P12. Very solid start there. A few cars ahead, going side by side, seriously holding each other up. which should give us the opportunity to pounce here. Can we go for Magnussen? Of course, he's not going to defend, so we'll be able to easily zip it up the inside. And that should be a position if we can stay close to Sainz here. Yes, we can, up to P11. So in terms of strategy, we're looking pretty good. And in terms of the AI battling each other as closely as Ricciardo and Perez are, to give us an opportunity, that's very nice as well. We make slight contact with the rear of Palmer there. I didn't get a proper replay, unfortunately. Oh, so close to spinning, and then when we rejoined, we nearly clipped Palmer as well. So lucky there was no major contact, no damage, but let's see if we can go on the attack here. So close to the barriers on the outside there, extending the track, using all of the runoff area. Sainz and Hülkenberg going side by side through Blanchimont here, so we're going to have to back off slightly, but we can still go on the attack, just avoiding the force India side by side with Sainz, into the braking. So no, we got out to the grass, we locked it, bang! We've hit Sergio Perez there, we're round. And that's an absolute disaster. We've taken Perez out. There's a bit of a train there. We've got no damage. Surprisingly, the safety car is out. That is going to save us here, because that was a very interesting incident there. We'll see in a number of replays as we go on. And it did just seem like a bit of a racing incident. I made a slight mistake going a bit too wide. I always think the AI are going to squeeze me when I'm on the left hand side there going into the bus stop chicane, which kind of was the case. We just avoid the Force India here, side by side with Sainz, so we do get squeezed a little bit, but I maybe move over a little bit too much. How we're still in the race, I don't know, because that was a hefty whack into Perez. This is on board with Perez. He's just minding his own business, going through behind the Red Bull, and bam, from nowhere. It's like a pathetic little spin by the Force India, but I just come in with such force. The G-force must have been quite high there, but this is on board with Sainz. We'll see what he does when I make the move on him on the left-hand side. So I'm coming up here. He does squeeze me. It's just the way the AI work into the chicane there. And I go onto the grass, lock up, lose the back end, and I don't think my brake bias is as far forward as it usually is. So yeah, we've got the move done, and we just move slightly too far over. We try and correct it. Maybe I could have gone down the left instead of the right here. I thought maybe I could slow the car down, but no chance here. Double lock up, and tyre on tyre, and then the back end comes round. And wait there, my suspension breaks. I've never seen that before. So look at the left-hand side suspension. Parts of it break, and I continue the race? I didn't even think that was possible on this game. Is that a glitch? I really don't know. I should be out the race, I think, but safety car is out. We're getting ready for the AI actually going into the pits, because the front runners didn't get the chance to pit because obviously they'd gone past the pit lane. But pitting at the end of lap 2, that's very early, I've got to say. The AI obviously sticking to their original preset strategy means we could, ironically, we could have caused the safety car, but this could really help us out. A few other cars pit on the lap after, so we're up to P3 with the safety car restart. A couple of cars ahead of me, both on the soft compound of tyres, but we're getting ready to restart this Belgian Grand Prix. We're in a fantastic position now. The front runners are at the back of the pack, so they've had a free pit stop, but they're obviously going to get held up by the slower cars, and away we go. I think we're going to be waiting for the overtake. There's no point really going for the move here. We don't want to halt our momentum. It's up the Kemmel straight. That's going to be our best chance, and you never know, we could get both of these guys in one straight. We've got a great restart compared to Button behind us. He hasn't kept up with us there, but can we stick with Hamilton here? He obviously has the power of the Mercedes power unit, not as strong as it is in real life, but yeah, we're dropping back. But even with a big distance to the car ahead, we know we can come back because we get a great run through all routes. Look at this, Rich Mix before the DRS zone. DRS won't be enabled, but look at this, he squeezes us, but there is nothing Hamilton can do. We're into P2. Can we get Verstappen? Probably a little bit too far back for now, but going purple in the first sector, which I think we will do. We probably will have the fastest first sector of the race because our straight line speed's incredible, and yeah, we're going to have just a perfect example right now. We're quite far behind Verstappen once again, but yeah, great run through Eau Rouge. Rich Mix, Slipstream, and this should be very... Just look at that, it's like an F1 car against a GP2 or Formula 2 car even, just getting the right name of the formula there. But yeah, that was a very easy overtake. So as expected, well, as I would expect, Verstappen will close up to me through sector 2 and probably through sector 3 as we come up through the final sector. Verstappen gets a better run, but he gets in the slipstream, gets close, but he just can't make the move because of our fantastic straight line speed. Come through Blanchimont once again, where Verstappen made that awesome overtake around a Sauber, ironically, so it could happen again. But the AI seemed to back off a little bit. I go flat out through there, so yeah. They lose out a little bit onto lap 8 now, and Verstappen has pit, so it's myself and Button, the lead runners on the soft compound. I'm not sure if Rosberg's actually pit, but look at the gap I have to Button, and at this point I was thinking I'm going to go for a one stop. The safety car has really helped us out, so if we take these tyres to around lap 10 or 11, then we could do 11-12 laps on the mediums, which I think is acceptable. It just it can be done. It just depends how good the pace is on that tyre, and Alonso is out. Safety car has been deployed. We're in the lead, so that might not help us. Oh my god, the Toro Rosso nearly got taken out on the straight there, and Alonso has a blown power unit. Team radio.
What a disaster. What a disaster.
I swear Alonso has worse luck in this final season of career, or in my whole career, than in real life, and that's saying something. So we're coming into the pit a lap or two earlier than I would have originally come in, but we'll be putting on the mediums, and this should really help us take the mediums to the end. So if we think the safety car stays off for another 2 laps, that means 11-12 laps on the mediums, and we can easily make that work. It depends how the AI execute their strategy, and based on past performances, probably not very well. I mean, Button should have pit there. He's yet to pit. He's on the same strategy as me. I think he's going for one stop. He really should have pit there. He would have come out in P2. So we've rejoined in P2. We've got the effective race lead now, which it's just so weird because we caused the first safety car. It's just so ironic. We've caused our own success by crashing. It's just brilliant. So we're in the lead now. Button is going to jump forward to the back of the field. Actually, a lot of AI drivers going into the pits now. Are they going to the end though? That is the question. I'm not sure. I'm really not. The order is all over the place. AI keep making random pit stops. So Rosberg's on the super softs. There's no way he's going to the end, so he's got to pit again. So we've got a free run to the end. I don't know how much pressure we're going to be on, but yeah, the restart is on. Let's see what we can do. Can Rosberg keep up with us? Especially on the Kemmel Straight, that will be his best opportunity. So we break a little bit cautiously into the final chicane, but away we go. We've got the lead. We're going to the end of the race. Let's see what we can do. I'm not sure if we've got a shot at winning this race, but AI strategy, is it going to help me once again? So Rosberg, he's got a run now. He got a great run through Eau Rouge on them super softs, but I just defend. He doesn't have the straight line speed of us, so he's not going to get past, and he's going to find a very difficult way he has the advantage to overtake, which is sector 2. So we're looking very good at the moment, I've got to say. Big points on the horizon as we come up to Eau Rouge again. Rosberg's got a run here, but there's nothing he can do there. Yeah, Gutierrez in P3 as well. Wow, what a race he's having. He's really picked it up this season. No points in the first 4 seasons, and now he's just running around in P3 of all places. But Rosberg, once again, just can't catch up. I don't think DRS has been re-enabled. Not completely sure about that, so Harianto's been disqualified. That's actually really weird because he was in P3. Looks like he's just pulled over. Looks like he's just had enough. Yeah. There's not a lot we can really say about that. But he was in P3, so he's really lost out there. Lap 15 now. I thought, I've got a huge lead looking at the minimap, but then I remembered Verstappen doesn't appear on the minimap, doesn't he? He's just taken nearly 2 seconds out of me in one sector, which was really putting me under pressure. I was thinking, oh god, Verstappen's on the mediums. He's going to beat me, surely. So yeah, Hulkenberg in 3rd is quite far behind, but Verstappen is probably around in the middle of us. But behind them, we've got such a gap. We've got such a great shot to the podium. I'd be absolutely astounded if we don't get a podium here. And then I look back, Verstappen's going into the pits again. The AI are just trying to give me victories. China, Silverstone. Could this be my 3rd run of the season? I really haven't deserved any of these. But the AI is programmed so badly in terms of strategy. Skim to lap 17. Rosberg's in P2 now, with Palmer in 3rd. The gap is 19.5 seconds with 5.5 laps to go. He has just set the fastest lap of the race, and then Perez beats it. So he is closing in by like a second and a half a lap, but there's no way he's going to catch up. My pace is actually alright, even though we're making a bit of a mistake there. We're not really pushing too hard, we're just keeping it on the track. And we skip to the final lap. You know what's going to happen, guys. It's absolutely incredible. Perez actually crashed at Eau Rouge. You can see him on the mini-map there. Not sure if he's actually out the race. He probably is. But yeah, look at the gap to Rosberg. Very comfortable. And we're coming through the bus stop chicane to unbelievably, in this Sauber, take our 3rd victory of the season. Yes, guys, what a feeling this is. Winning at Spa, the best track on the calendar. And thank you, AI. Gifted me the victory again. I appreciate it, Codemasters. I know you want me to win this title. it would be absolutely awful going through F1 2016 career, 5 seasons and not winning a title. We were so close in season 2, we probably should have won it, but yeah, who would have thought we'd actually have a shot in the Sauber, because I'd imagine the standings are very close at the moment. So there's the podium. So we've had 4 podiums this season, 3 victories, so very consistent, apart from obviously crashing a couple of times, but yeah, we'll forget about them. There's our winner's trophy on the podium with Rosberg and Kevin Magnussen. Oh no, Julian Palmer even. Sorry Palmer, I'm so used to you not scoring points. Yeah, apologies for that, but celebration. Great moments, great times. Hope you guys did enjoy that race. We'll see the results of the Belgian Grand Prix in a second. We know the podium. Gutierrez has finished in P4 in a Haas. Unfreaking believable. He is absolutely dominating Grosjean this season. He's really got the taste for points, that guy. As we look further down, just look how many stops everyone's making. That's how I won. I did a 1 stop, and it was easy with both safety cars. Rosberg 3 stops, ends up 5 seconds behind me. Cars are 4 stopping. Why are cars 4 stopping a Spa? I really don't know what to say. There was no weather involved either, so yeah, that's a really strange one, guys. So Mass actually scores his 2nd point of the season. Slow and steady. Ericsson ends up 18th at the disqualification of Haryanto and a couple of retirees. But yeah, into the driver standings. We're only 19 points off the summit. Oh man, this is going to be an incredible battle. The top 9 are covered by 34 points. Anyone can win this title. Verstappen takes the lead, a point behind Hulkenberg, 2 points behind Sainz. 3 different drivers from 3 different teams there. Then there's a Mercedes, there's a Sauber, 2nd Force India, 2nd Red Bull, 2nd Mercedes, and a Ferrari. So it's just I really enjoy the season, guys. I really do. It's so exciting. 20 drivers have scored points. Gutierrez has 20 points. What an incredible man. We'll look at the constructors now. Tight at the top between the top 3. I can't really see Toro Rosso or Ferrari fighting too hard. And obviously, I think we're just going to finish in 6th, unfortunately. If only we had a teammate that contributed. So if you have enjoyed this Belgian Grand Prix, please do leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time out. Goodbye.